Hi there, it's mattyfu here. I just wanted to run through my what sold in December of 2017 on ebay.ca video. So yeah, let's get started. Here's the first one is a HP CB540 toner cartridge. Picked this one up at a thrift store for, I want to say it was about $12. So I paid more than you'd expect at a thrift store, but it worked out all right. Sold it for $44 plus shipping. The person who bought this, I'm not sure if they're a drop shipper or they just have a technology sourcing company. So they had me ship it to their customer's address. And when you get these buyers, their messages can seem really rude. And so you just have to keep in mind the reason that they're seem demanding is because they've dealt with eBay sellers who aren't as professional as you are, and so they're just telling you the way they want it shipped out. If what they're asking for doesn't line up with how you normally do things, just respond to them and say, if you want it shipped out in a box and I don't ship it out in a box normally, you'll have to pay more, or I can cancel it, or whatever. I ship these out double boxed anyways, and packaged well. Everything the person was asking for is how I would normally do it. They did ask not to include a invoice, which I don't normally do anyways, so it was all good. Here we have a Mural medallion mid-century modern styled pitcher. It's pretty cool. I picked this up, I want to say it was $6 at a thrift store here in town. It's got this cool ice blocker thing, like the metal pieces that go through. It's not in perfect condition. You can see the handle is a little bit faded. It's got some scratches, little flea bite nicks. I priced it high, I thought. I went on the high end of solds, so I priced it at $65 plus shipping, and that's what it sold for. Within, I want to say 2 months, maybe 1 month. I might have listed it at the start of December, so pretty awesome. Here we have another one of these Newsies caps. These are the ones that I got for $1.99 or $2.99 each, and I got, I want to say it was close to 20 of them I bought. I've sold a few of them now. Still need to go retake the pictures. They're still really bad. But yeah, sold a few. So yeah, that was from a thrift store, and yeah, they slowly sell. So I'm happy with them, but I think if I get better pictures, they'll move a little faster. Shows the Disney Newsies the musical. So those are new with tag, so pretty cool. So this one was kind of interesting. So what it was these Toledo cocktail swords for putting in your drinks. And I actually had these 3 swords and a little stand that's for them. And so I kind of screwed up on this one. It was kind of funny. So I got a message from a guy who said, hey, the shipping seems really high to get to me in Sydney. Is there a cheaper shipping method you can use to ship to me? Or I have a friend in Edmonton who will hold on to them and pass them on to me when I see him next. And so this was totally my mistake. I was just I used to live in Edmonton, and so I know that Edmonton and Sydney, Nova Scotia are pretty closely related. They're both kind of military towns in some aspects, and so that's where my mind went. And so I sent him a message back and said, if you don't want the stand, what I can do is I could ship these as letter mail to you in Sydney, and I'll do it for and I said I'll do it for $10, shipping included, thinking that, you know, I got these for $1 from the Habitat for Humanity restore, and so I was like, yeah, you know, I'll make my money there, and then I can sell the stand separately, and it'll be all good. And then the guy came back and said, yeah, that'd be great. You know, set up the listing to do that, and so I did. And he came back and said, well, the shipping isn't showing up as being free to me. And I said, well, I didn't understand that, because I'd set it up to be free shipping to anywhere in Canada. And that's when I was just like, oh no, I messed up. He's actually in Sydney, Australia. And so it was totally my mistake. And so I just said, you know what, this is what I did. This is kind of stupid, but I'll still send it out to you as a light packet. And so basically didn't make any money on this sale, because I think the light packet shipping was like $8, and it was 8 something, like close to $9, and so after fees and everything, I'm sure I lost a little bit of money, but whatever, he's happy, it'll get to him eventually. But yeah, these are kind of cool, and I'll still make my money back when I sell the stand that goes with these little cocktail sticks. Yeah, they're it's just one of those things where it's like, oh man, I totally quoted this guy a price that's gonna not be a good time for me. Okay, so here we have Paterson Super System film development reels. I got these for free. My dad gave me these. They're super old. You can tell by how stained some of them are. Kind of a nice gradient there. You got a nice white one, a medium stained one, and a super stained one. But this one's in really good condition. I think there might be one size larger that can do 4 reels. I'm not sure. So this one does 3 at a time. It's probably basically you can do 1 reel in it if you want, or you can do 3. So basically, if you're gonna pick one of these up, you want to go as big a size as you can get. Comes with everything. Has the stir stick, which is super, it's super small and easy to lose, so that's pretty awesome. Yeah, so I sold it for $39 plus shipping, and yeah, like I said, it was free, so pretty sweet. Here we have some Sizzix sizzlets dies for crafting. It goes into a punch machine and punches out these letters. I had these for a long time. I think I paid like $5 for them from a thrift store. This particular alphabet is retired. They don't sell fast. I know that now. I might still pick these up if I saw them again for $5, because it did eventually sell. But it seems like a lot of the scrapbooking stuff is way slowed down, so I don't know if I would, because I think that's mostly what this is used for, like as much as it can be for any crafts. I think it was mostly the scrapbookers who are punching these out and putting them in scrapbooks and whatever. Here we have a Polaroid 1/600 instant camera. I normally do sold as is untested, but this one I didn't do that on. I just had it as used. It is in really good condition, and when it came to me, it had empty film and the flash worked and everything, so I was pretty sure it worked. But yeah, got it for, I want to say $5, something around there, from the local thrift store. Sold it for $24 plus shipping. I pick these up basically anytime they're under like $10. I'll pick them up because they just sell. people like them. Here we have a CDI mouse for an old, I want to say it's like a part computer, part video game system thing. Super old school. Where's the actual? So, really old school looking mouse. Has like a tray that you stick on the side of your monitor to hold it. But yeah, pretty neat stuff. I looked it up when I saw it in the thrift store, and I saw what they were going for, and I was like, yes, I will pick this up. I think I got this for $1 actually. It was from a rural thrift store when I was traveling, and so yeah, bought it for $1, sold it for $49 plus shipping, which is actually a pretty good deal for this one. I had it up for $60 or $59, and a person sent me a message and said, hey, I collect CDI stuff. I'm interested in this one, but it's a little too expensive when the shipping is added. Is there a cheaper way you would ship it to me? And I sent back to him, I think he was in the States, and said, sorry, like that's what the shipping is, but what I can do is I'll take $10 off the list price, and if that works for you, then go ahead and buy it. And so they did, and so it was sold. They're happy, I'm happy. Like, I would rather take money off the sale price if I have enough wiggle room than switch to a shipping method that doesn't have tracking, because you lose your seller protection that way. And so if I knew this person wasn't by their feedback, it was clear that they're just a collector. But if it's someone is trying to get it shipped to them without tracking, that can be a bit of a warning sign. And so I would rather take the money off the sale price than switch it to a non-tracked shipping method. So that's what I do. Here we have a Volkswagen Beetle repair manual from 1954 to 1979 models. I have a ton of these repair manuals. It was one of my first things I sold online. I had a Amazon shop where I just sold these. Some of them are too beat up to be listed on Amazon now. So this one falls under that. It's pretty wrecked, and I think I'm actually gated for a lot of these on Amazon right now. So that's why I listed on eBay. Like, it is, you're not allowed to list like stained books on Amazon, and so this one has a few, like along the edge it's stained and whatever. But if it's for someone to use to do repairs on their Beetle, they don't care. Like, as long as they can read the text and see the pictures, they're happy. So I had this one for years and years. I probably paid $2 or $3 originally for it, and it sold for $15 plus shipping. I got a bunch more of those things to list, but I haven't done it yet. Here we have another one of those commercial thermal label printer. These are now's a good time to have these listed because people are getting to their business year end, and they're making those investments in their business to get them in before tax season is over. So yeah, this one's pretty fancy. Shipped it out. It got to them today, so I haven't heard anything. Hopefully got there in one piece. They're super heavy duty. It's basically solid metal unit. Got it for $60 in a lot of I think there was 5 of them. Yeah, I bought 5 originally and sold this one for $340. So I paid $60 each on them, and so now I'm totally in the clear on that deal. And I've been using one of these myself for my Amazon shipments. When you sell stuff on Amazon, you have to put a little barcode on them, and so this thing spits them out so fast. It's really awesome. Like when I have a shipment of 100 things, it'll spit out 100 labels in like a minute. It's crazy to see. Here's another one of those automotive repair manuals. This one's for a Ford Mustang 2 from 1974 to 78. This one's in pretty decent shape. Maybe not. It's got some creasing and whatever. So yeah, sold it for $15 plus shipping. These are great because people who have these like old collectible cars, they search them on eBay, right? Like they're looking for accessories. Everyone wants accessories for the stuff that they enjoy. So a repair manual, even if they never use it, just to have it kicking around to flip through, it's worth the like $27 this guy paid to get it shipped to them. So yep, probably paid a couple bucks for that. It was the same thing where this was in my parents' basement, and I took them all out here when we moved, and I've been slowly listing them. I've got a bunch listed on Amazon, the ones that I was allowed to and were in good enough condition, and the rest I'm slowly putting on eBay as I get organized. I really didn't list very much again in December. I was focused a lot more on Amazon. There's no real reason for it. I probably should have done more on eBay, but the next 2 or 3 months I'm really going to be pushing hard on eBay listing. This Christmas season was really good for me to see how it went and kind of get the inspiration to have as much listed come October, November, December for next year. So I'm excited. Here we have a pink reading light. It's kind of cool. It's got a bunch of different mounting holes. It's a pull cord, and the string is not the string. The pull is kind of squished. I don't know if you can see it there. But yeah, you can see it's got a bunch of different mounting holes, and those kind of puffed out pieces are for wire mounting. It's in pretty rough shape. It's got some like rust and scratches and all sorts of stuff. Tested, working, looks cool. I figured someone would buy it for $15, even in the condition it's in. I polished up the chrome a little bit. It was pretty nasty when I first got it. But yeah, you can see it's pretty old by the cord. So yeah, I had this listed. It was one of the first things I listed on eBay. So it took about almost a year to sell. And I think I paid $5 for it originally. So probably wouldn't buy one of those again, unless it was in really good condition. But even then, even if I could get $25 for it, when it takes a year to sell, it's probably not worth it. For me. Might be for you. I don't know. Here we have a Rotozip dust extractor attachment. This is for a lot of drywallers use this tool, and the thing with drywall is it makes a lot of dust, and so this allows them to hook up a shop vac to this tool and try and have a little less dust flying around the air. I picked these up from a rural thrift shop. They were $5 each, and I got 2 of them. So this was the first one I listed. It sold within a couple days for $25 plus shipping, and I still have to get the other one listed because if that one sells as fast as this one did, I'd be pretty happy. Anything else exciting about this? Not really. It's new in package, so that's what initially drew me to it, and then I sort of looked it up, and there were none listed. I couldn't find this model at all. I think it must be discontinued. There's only a one that just like catches it and puts it into a little, I don't know what you call it, like a little basket cartridge. So there's none that hook up to shop vacs anymore. So someone was looking for it, they got it. This is a computer tape storage thing. Cartridges, a set of 5 of them. I picked these up from government surplus cash and carry sale. So it's just like a bunch of the government stuff gets sent to this warehouse. Some of it they auction off online, and some of it that they deem not worthy to auction off, they stick a price on it, and you go in and you decide if you want to buy it or not. And so these are 80 and 160 gigabyte or 160 and 320 gigabyte, depending on what system you read them on and use and stuff. I've never used these things. I don't know anything about them. But they're new in package, and I saw that they were going for about $40, and I think it was $10 to buy. It was 10 or 15 bucks, one of those. And so I picked this up as well as some other stuff when I was there, and this one sold within a month of listing it. It sold. I think it was like 2 weeks actually. So that was pretty cool. Old technology stuff. If it's new in box, there is someone out there looking for it. I guarantee it. And these are consumable. So if someone's using tape backups for an old server or something, they get worn out and they're no longer reliable. And there are businesses that say after writing this tape 5 times, throw it out and buy a new one or whatever. I don't know what their actual policies are, but I imagine it's something like that. Here we have a Primus propane stove, the Grasshopper model. Paid. This was from a garage sale this summer. I think it was $2, so it was a pretty sweet deal. It's not a super, like the propane camp stoves, they're not worth a ton, not like the pressure stoves that use white gas. But I thought it was kind of a cool looking model. So it needs to have the propane bottle for it to sit properly, like that acts as the third leg. Nice and clean, good condition. I'm super confident that it works. So I put it up, had it up for a few months, 3, 4, something like that, and sold it for $19 plus shipping. I went to someone in the States, so kind of cool. Here we have a Sony cassette voice recorder, or cassette quarter is what they call it. Kind of Home Alone-y, but not quite. Paid, I think it was like $3 from local thrift store. I think it was Value Village. Not in perfect condition. It has some scrapes and scratches. Tested it out. It works good. And sold it to someone pretty close to me, so the shipping was cheap, and I threw in a couple blank tapes when I sent it, just because I have a ton of them kicking around. And here's the last one. This was just today. There are a couple more days left in the month, but I'm going away on vacation, so if anything else sells, I'll throw it in the next month's video, or I might turn my store off altogether and then nothing's gonna sell. So I'll probably just extend the shipping time and message people if stuff sells. So anyways, this one is a Firestone Motorsports zip up jacket. It's kind of like raceway looking. Pretty cool, like shiny. It has a hood that zips off of it. So yeah, pretty cool. Extra large. I had this up for quite a while, probably 4 or 5 months before it sold. think I paid, I think it was like $10 I got it for from Value Village, and sold it for $29 plus shipping. I think I actually sold it back to, I bought this in Alberta, I think, and I sold it to someone out there again. So it's always kind of funny when that happens. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'm excited for next year. I've sort of been working on my goals, and like I said, I'm gonna really be pushing to get my listings up on eBay, because the last few months I really slacked.